right, YouTube, what is good? It is your boy Zeiler, and we are checking in again for another voiceover, a vintage voiceover. It's been so long since we've sat down and done one of these. Time just flies by, you know? It's really easy to let it get the best of you. And in my case, I have certainly done just that. However, we are back in the gym training, guys, and I want to talk to you guys in this video, update you on some things, because once again, it's been a while since I've talked to any of you. Olive, please shut up in the background over there. Right now, I want to discuss, the present. It would be very easy for me to come on here and talk about the future, which is something that I find I do a lot. And I would much rather stay in the present, live in the moment, and share my experience with what I'm doing right now to all of you guys, instead of saying, oh, I want to do this or I'm going to do that. I've talked about that before. I'm really starting to find that I need to be more about action with things that I say and stop talking about the future, stop worrying so much and planning so much, because when you become overly anal about things like that, you aren't necessarily living for yourself in the moment and everything. So right now, in the present state, I am essentially trying to peak, and not in terms of strength or weight that I'm pushing in the gym or having an ego about me in the gym. I am trying to peak with my overall training style, my approach towards my training, getting into a routine that is, a routine, something that I don't have to push myself or bring myself to wake up in the morning and force myself into doing. I want to find a routine that will allow my body to peak, to get to a state of where it is at an all-time best. Before, obviously, here I am talking about the future again, before going down a different path and everything. But I'm not going to go into that right now. Not in this video. That's for another one completely. So, obviously, you guys, I just got back from England. My trip over to the UK, it's probably been over a week ago now, a week and a half ago. And so, of course, I'm having a lot of different adjustments and stuff that I'm having to make coming back home, and it's just nice to be back in my own house. I definitely am missing England, all my friends over there and all the friends that I've made on that past trip. I'm missing all of them quite a bit right now, but it is so nice to be back home in my, good state of mind and everything, in my house, back with my animals, back with my wife, and back to my gym where I can train every single day. And going on that trip, I wasn't 100% sure on how often I would actually be able to get into the gym or anything like that. But out of the 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks that I was there, I probably got into a gym, 4 or 5 times, maybe 6. So I probably had a total of 5 workouts. And my body is, of course, used to training 7 days a week and everything. So my eating habits weren't the best over there. I had a stomach flu for 2 days. And it's just hard coming from America, where all of our foods and stuff are so artificially sweetened and the taste is so much better. Not saying that it's necessarily healthy or anything, but it's so hard going over to England where it's much more bland and the food tastes so different. And with me being so picky, it can definitely be hard to keep my nutrition in check while I'm over there. But I did a decent job. I was motivated by some of the other bodybuilders and stuff that I ran into who were my age, and I built a lot of relationships on this trip that were definitely worth mentioning. So I'm back right now, and as I've said before, in the present state, I'm trying to peak. My workouts have been very great. They've been amazing. They've been very intense, and they've been different though. My approach towards my training and stuff has definitely been different. I'm not trying to max out. I'm not doing triples in the gym. I'm really not even going under 5 reps. Like, I'd say all of my rep ranges are above 6 at all times because I'm after hypertrophy. I'm after building as much fullness as I can in the next few weeks. Now, my expectations are not too high. I have to understand that I've been training for 8 years now. It may even be over 8 years now at this point in time. So, of course, the gains that I'm going to be making are going to be so slow. And in just like a few weeks or a few months' time, you're really not going to do too much. You're not going to make a humongous difference. But after coming back from a trip like that, I definitely feel like I can fill out that much more. I can bring in maybe a little bit more detail, maybe get slightly leaner, or at the very least, like, maintain my body fat percentage and, gain a pound back or maybe half a pound back of not necessarily muscle, but a little bit of some water weight and stuff too. And I'm not even sure what I'm weighing right now. I'd be kind of scared to tell because in this workout, like, especially starting on the incline and stuff, I didn't feel extremely strong. I always find that if I'm not constantly doing high volume on a week-to-week basis, that I will get a little bit like sluggish and my body will get really tired early on doing some of the sets like that. But ideally, my rest time in this workout was extremely short. And by extremely short, I mean 30 seconds to 45 seconds rest between all of these sets. And this is actually the second time that I was at the gym on this given day. This workout is from yesterday, by the way. Earlier in the day, I went in and trained legs with my friend Cody. And I would call it like a slightly lower amount of volume that we followed with a very high amount of intensity on that leg training workout. And today's Friday. Yesterday was Thursday. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it in the gym during the day today, but I may actually have time to go again tonight and get some kind of footage of a back workout or shoulder session. But I did go the second time yesterday for the reason that I wanted to get some video footage. I was worried I wouldn't be able to make it today, Friday, to get you guys some form of content because it's been a while. And I miss doing these voiceovers. And I'm not going to talk about the future and talk about what I'm going to be doing on YouTube and stuff because I feel like that's a false promise. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3. I'm just in a place right now mentally and physically where I'm trying to really blow up. I'm trying to become the best version of Zach, Shredded Zebra, whatever you guys call me, as possible. And so I'm really trying to stay focused in the gym. I'm trying my best to not get distracted in the gym. I try planning on going around hours where I know I'll get a good workout. I'm not rude to people if they talk to me, but usually I try to keep my conversations relatively short just because I have a task at hand. I've really got to bring everything that I can to the table before any other decisions are made. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm feeling really good. And in this workout, I kept the majority of the reps, between like 10 and 14 on almost all of my exercises. It was hard to judge. Like, it's hard to judge your levels of strength on a day-to-day basis, especially when I trained earlier in the day doing a very hard leg workout. It's hard to judge what kind of weights you're going to be able to pick up for a certain number of reps. And that's why a lot of the time I don't even count. I don't put a number in my head because it just limits your potential while going into a set and everything like that. Keep in mind that not every single set was recorded. I don't know if I really need to say that every video, but usually it's pretty obvious. For triceps especially, I recorded like one set for each of these. And I didn't do a lot of sets for triceps. I probably only did like 2 sets of each exercise. And it's nice. Like, this is refreshing being able to go back and watch some of my footage and everything, like of my bench presses and stuff, because seeing like the flat bench, I was going a little bit fast. I may have had a slight bounce at the bottom of each rep and stuff. And that's why I love doing these like videos and everything, because it's not just beneficial to share to YouTube for all of you guys, but it's also beneficial for me to be able to sit down, critique my form, and find a new way or a new version of approaching each exercise. So that's really it. We finished off with some extremely heavy triceps extensions. I thought I would have had the whole stack in there on video, but you're just going to have to trust me. That was some heavy weight, and it was definitely burning. But that's the end of the video, you guys. I love you so much. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments below, and we'll see what we can do. Peace out. Bye.